Hello? I'm on Steam, this isn't Elgato. There's gotta be a false accusation, please help. Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit. And that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, or Genocide Jack, to switch with me. Transcoding gone now. Oh no, damn it! I'm sorry, Blast. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. I'm sorry, Blast. I don't know why it's been doing that. It's so weird. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway...
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go? Hey.
Very true. First, I'd like to examine the corpses. Of course you would! Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? He does believe in ghosts and aliens, so yeah. How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway...
We have to hurry, before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Haha! I'm kind of like half expecting all those paintings and drawings and stuff to change. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoka seemed to grow rigid, but only for a moment.
So then...
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies. Of course!
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? A little bit. No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then...
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. Okay, so that means he must have died a little after 6. Yes, I don't like people. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you, how long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls. Yeah, the typical stock watch evidence. So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch. Wristwatch.
However,
I can English. And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
A letter? Me?
Because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Yo, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't believe in that. Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Sexist, a little bit. Are you saying to rip their fingers open? Ow. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Yay. Fumi, you got anything? Do you have any of your fan fiction in your backpack? I need to compare handwriting. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse. Well, the only thing that I can really think of was Hifumi wasn't dead, and he walked his own ass up here from the first floor. From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third floor, and all without anyone noticing. I just can't see how that's possible. Further, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse's office. But when we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that? And why? He did it. And then he was tricked by the sexy aliens. Well, shit. Totally sexy aliens. He must have been struck with, and there's a tarp. Killer, yep. Did you find
Indeed.
anything? I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A lot of paper?
that's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants. Where in his pants? So I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see? In his pants? Wait, so you... Isn't Sexy Boss a sexy alien? No, he's not an alien.
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at that paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. That's true. Yeah, he was made using alien genetics. I wouldn't really call him... Yeah, Genova was the alien. A note? Wait. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Wait, that's the same... Yeah, that's the note that Hiro was talking about. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. But his said 1 a.m. It's Zodiac time. Wait, what? Oh, Zodiac Killer? That sounds very familiar. That's it, it's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However,
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Yeah, his said 1 a.m. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m. And it said to meet in the equipment room, not the rec room.
is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. Yeah, I think Lucretia, however, that was Sexy Boss's mom. Hojo injected some of Genova's cells into the fetus or the embryo. Yeah, the tearing does fit. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? Kyoko, can you just please not go do the runaround for me? Just give me the things. And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Okay.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Well, thanks! I'm glad to know. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. I know what they're... I know where she's going with this. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. Wow, Red, you're not wrong. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. And by that, he means he's totally gonna forget later on down the road. Ding dong bing bong. Oh shit, is it go time already? Ding dong bing bong.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
Oh boy!
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
Neat.
And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Neat.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion.
Shall we go?
Alright, that sounds good. Alright guys, it's go time. It's been a while since I've seen Moana. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
Hello! Hello! He's multiplied?
Wrong!
No, not multiplication. It just looks that way because it's an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I'm multiplied. Yeah! Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Whew.
Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy, tough
You're
crowd.
not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you. Disney Plus is a requirement. Fair. After image. Makes sense. Fucking kill him with fire! Kagabunshi no Jutsu. Oh boy.
Hey! Hey!
And if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then. Shall we?
Please.
Hold on! I'm not mentally prepared yet!
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it! For serious! That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume? Or the note?
Ugh.
Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
For cereal! This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive. And for the two that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... one of us. Someone right here. He's too hopeless to be the killer. I know, right, Alex? Well, let's not mince words. Hey, we're going down with Jill. Cool. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard. I think Celeste didn't. She's too fucking suspicious. The doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. Everyone else has an alibi except her. She's the only one that was able to see the thing. She acted really fucking suspicious when she was like, "Oh, how do you want us to scream?" She also acted really suspicious with the whole freaking out about things when she's usually one of the calm, collected types. Like Kyoko and Byakuya. So, I don't fucking know. Kyoko doesn't have much of a thing, but she's also... She had an alibi for the beginning, because she was there in the beginning. Yo. Uncle Snoot! Okay, that makes me really happy. Okay, sorry about that. She proposed she couldn't... Yeah, I'm with Red on this one. She thinks she pulled a Blair Witch by leading us away so much, maybe? Yeah, Boople Snoot. Kai's playing Just Shapes and Beats, and one of the people in his team is Boople Snoot, and it makes me really happy. Yeah, Hiro was unconscious the entire time. He's also too much of a fucking idiot, and they also proved that that robot suit has, like, very little mobility, so there would be no way in hell he can move around that fast. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
just the worst.
Only 'cause of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute!
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me, of course I'm gonna start it. It would never be like stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. I never watched Blair Witch. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh shit! Yes, I would like to save. I mean, I have enough SP, I might as well just fucking equip everything that I have, right? Class trial, all rise!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, if you can figure
It's
out who
Who
done
done it?
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Woohoo!
Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
She's like
Was
fucking adamant.
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
He's too fucking sweet.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit.
That's not his handwriting though.
Parts we assume were used to build it.
His room was
And all
unlocked.
of
Somebody
it
else
was
could
found
plant
in
that.
your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know! I don't know! I don't know!
Is Hiro really the killer, or before anything else, we have to make that clear? Yeah, that's true. They could have just borrowed his keys and plant that stuff. Or maybe he just didn't want to lock his door, like, ever.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a
Oh,
second!
poor Hiro! I mean, looking at the blueprints, yeah. Okay, so I had a feeling it was the blueprints, I just wasn't
Everything we
entirely
found
sure.
in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Oh shit, did I just like not pay attention?
I don't know anything. It's not true. It's
Hiro, why?
Oops, I wasn't paying, I was looking at other things and I just wasn't paying attention. Whoopsies!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
The only found footage thing that I know of is Blair Witch, and
Are
I've
we
never
sure
watched it
Hiro
because you
really
know
made those
horror.
videos?
Thrillers. That's not my cup of tea.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this.
Take a look at
It's
this.
the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different.
Don't mention
Wouldn't you
alter
say?
ego, you dummy.
When you compare it to the blueprints,
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
I don't think they care.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Thank you, Hiro.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
Yeah, really. The
And
pair,
he's not the
Monaco's
only
right
one.
fucking there. You
I
don't
think
fucking
Hiro
mention
is
this shit.
innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Fuck off, Byakuya. Of course he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
It was Hiro. The Illuminati.
other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
Hey, Steelwings, how are you doing
It
today?
makes perfect sense. Hiro was
I'm just
the suspicious
finishing off my
individual
Italian
in the
gushers.
suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
None of you are doing pretty good.
The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around!
All things have a proper order.
We're just
So
right in the
what is it?
right in the
What
beginning
needs to be
of the Chapter
clarified?
3 class
We
trial.
must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Dolly.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Why don't you just freaking why?
I got it!
Why doesn't he just answer it? Why does he always have to push it off on me? There's still one more thing. The things that were used to move Taka's body, they must have been... wait, where's that tarp? Because he's the boss.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
I know, but ugh. What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository.
It's
And
a
when we
tarp!
found it for the second time, it was
But we
wrapped
just
in
did
a
an
blue
adventure.
tarp, right?
Or maybe it's off cooldown?
It was the same
Yeah, it's
tarp
still
that
on
up until
cooldown.
then was stored in the equipment room.
Makes sense.
So the killer must have seen it there and
Nah.
decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
Mm-hmm.
But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
And there are also wheel marks in that pool of blood.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
Out of dumb curiosity, how long does it
In
take
other
for
words,
blood to
you think
dry?
They used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Why are you fighting me,
The
Celeste?
dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
No.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
The blood on the
There is
fucking
no shame in
wheels!
being wrong. Nobody expects
I was even
much
days
from
for it
you
to dry
anyway.
completely. Alright.
We have all accepted
I was
the
just
fact
wondering.
that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Wow, I've never had someone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change her mind. Bitch, I was the one that solved the last 2 fucking murders, and here you are coming at me. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element has been added to bullet time. Oh, jeez. Sure. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your enemy's statements. But from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with it. Oh, jeez. Basically, just remember that the tab key now has a function. Great, but if your action difficulty is set to, you don't have to reload at all. Yay! That's what I'm at. Yay! I can just ignore everything that you just said. Good luck and have fun. Wait, we're doing this already? Alright. Boop, 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 beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop,
Lies will get you nowhere.
boop. You're the one that's fucking lying, bitch!
Away with you! You miserable wretch! You have it wrong! I cannot agree! You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Final strike. Equipment room bloodstain! Kaboom! A smear equals minutes, pool hours.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one
Yeah,
of the
maybe that
wheels
was a
had
lot of
blood
blood.
stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire
Not like it
marking
really means
that matched
anything,
the dolly
honestly.
wheel's tread. The killer
What color does
probably
pink
rolled the
blood
dolly through the
dry?
blood on accident,
Because I know
as they
regular
wheeled
blood
the
dries
body
to
out
like
of
a
the
really
room.
coppery color.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
So take that, bitch! Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Hmm.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
It's not any kind of robot,
I'm
Hina.
not sure that really matters.
Thank you, Sakura. It dries to
I'd be
purple.
happy to explain why the occupant of the
It
suit couldn't
dries to
possibly
mauve.
be the
It
killer.
tries to burn like real blood. Oh boy.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Or does it? If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that? The fucking suit. You can't. You can't. You can't bend. You have like
As
zero
you know,
mobility.
Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yep.
And from there, the
Killing
body
my
was
purple
moved to
blood
the
veins.
repository, correct?
Sorry, Dust.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Yeah, here's the fucking thing. You can't bend over. Reason fresh blood is neon pink is a psychological. It's like the only color that flashes into your brain quicker than red.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
Yeah, nope.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Nope.
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
She's really fixated. That's one thing I've noticed about Hina. She gets really fucking fixated. I'm playing for the bad here. I can't swim my feet at all. I'm telling you, where me? Not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems
Oh,
like it'd
Hina,
be
it's
awfully
okay.
hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
If you can't see your feet, how would
When
you
can't
push
even
it?
see your
Thank
feet,
you!
You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
God damn it, Jill.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in
Hina
a
is a lovely airhead, though.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Yeah, but we found out that Hiro had a hard time being able to get out of that suit to begin with. You can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't think Jill was there. I say a lot of things to Hiro. Yes, he is a lovely idiot. Nah, you're fine, Damien. Hiro is a lovely idiot. Hina is a darling moron.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Why would you do that to yourself?
You really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
No, why would you think
I
that?
wasn't making it up.
If he could have
you
gotten it
sweet
off
summer
by
child.
himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
Yeah, I'm
Showing up in the
with
suit was
Makoto.
basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Mm-hmm.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
Nope.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
No, we haven't forgotten.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain
Now
that?
that I'm kind of looking at it again, it doesn't seem like that.
Besides,
It seems like
do you
Hifumi is
remember
dragging
what
the
now
suit.
deceased Hifumi said?
Hanging the suit on his shoulders? Maybe. Look, Robo Justice, or that's what I decided to call him just now. Yeah, right.
So long as those facts exist,
Hiro wasn't that
the
tall,
proper
was he?
conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
I'm thinking that might be the unconscious Hero.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Because that was in the
Hold on a
rec room,
second.
right? And they had him meet in the
It's
rec
still
room at
far
1
too
a.m.
early
and
to
they
reach that
drugged him.
conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did
He's
it.
6'4"?
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Thank you, Kyoko.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Thank you, Ace
Let's
Attorney.
review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning.
I
Maybe we'll
remember
uncover
that book
something
series.
new.
What a pain in
Kinda?
the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
She was somewhere.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start
Can I?
with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining.
Oh shit, I can. Alright, how tall was Hifumi if I have that? Hifumi, 5 foot. Holy shit, he's my height? He definitely weighs a lot more than me. Damn. He's 5'7". Stretch. Ugh. 342 pounds. Wait, how tall is that? That's not the one that I wanted. I wanted Hero. Yeah, no, Hero is 6 foot. He's 157 pounds. Ultimate clairvoyant. I'm the ultimate clairvoyant. 20% success rate right here, minimum. A mere $1,000 an hour. Step right up. Oh, balls. Quick, who's the shortest? Chihiro. Makoto for the boys. Wait, how tall is Makoto? Makoto is 5'3". What's the last name? Well, shit. I guess I gotta do a thing. Celeste's last name is... Celestia Ludenberg. Well, I guess we're going to do a little old lady's voice while we're doing ASMR. Now then, her name is Celestia Ludenberg. She is 5'5". My god damn it. Chihiro is really fucking short. He is only 4'10". He only weighs 90 pounds. No wonder he is a very tiny person. Chihiro is in fact the short one. Oh, it says he's dead. You're taller than Chihiro. Congratulations, Red. Alright, well, now that that is out of the way.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So
Yeah,
we went to look for everyone.
damn it.
That was around
Other than
8
that, we
a.m.
don't really know much about Celeste.
And as soon as we split up,
I
Kyoko
assume
went
Sakura,
missing.
I could go back and check.
Soon after that, Hina
Yes,
found
I think
Celeste in the
Yasuhiro
rec
is the
room
tallest.
and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
Chihiro really fucking small. Yeah.
It seems I was unconscious for about an
Hey, hang on, I can look this up. Sakura, where the fuck are you? 6'4". Holy shit, alright, Sakura wins. She is tall. She is 6'4". She's taller than Kai. She only weighs 218 pounds? Dude, I would expect 250 at that height. 250 at that height with that much muscle? That makes sense. 218? Jesus Christ. Who's this? Wait, how tall is Byakuya? 6'1". How tall is Taka? 5'9". Makoto's 5'3". Junko is 5'7". Celeste is 5'5". Sakura is 6'4". Toko is 5'4". Hina is 5'3". So she's the same height as Makoto. Kyoko is 5'6". Sayaka is 5'5". He's 6. 5'7". Leon is 5'9". Mondo, he's 6'2". Hey, he's Kai's height. Byakuya is 6'1". Kiyotaka is 5'9". Well, shit. Today we learned some things. Well, we gotta get sidetracked by something. We always get sidetracked by something.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after
Yes, muscles
7.
weigh more than fat. She should be weighing like 250. Yeah, Kai's
That was when we
6'2".
saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been
Did
wearing
that
a
emo
strange
say
costume.
anal beads?
As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that the
Oh no,
same
we're not talking about height
Robo-Justice
discrimination.
had
We're trying to
abducted
like use height.
We were
in, like, the
soon joined in our
investigation.
search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
No worries, Gene. We're not
He was
discriminating
injured,
height.
So we took him
We're
to
just
the
really
nurse's
shocked
office
with the
and
height.
resumed our search for the suspect.
Chihiro is cute
But
and
not
small.
long after leaving the nurse's office,
I'm just surprised that I'm as tall as Hifumi. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And
It's
soon
science,
after
bruh.
that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Wait. How tall are you, Gene? Because I think so far the 6'2" rate is the tallest mark. And no, we are not counting Justin at 6'5". Oh my god, Nashu!
He's like 12 feet tall.
No, he's like 6'9".
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, I know Alex is 6 foot even. Kai's 6'2". His friend Justin's 6'5". One of our old raid members was 6'9".
He was a colossal.
Yeah, really.
At that point, we decided to divide up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office.
Yay, a
While
fellow Wookiee.
Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased
That
after
guy
the
could reach all the
suspect.
roof sprinklers. Yeah, a little bit.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
But around the same time, they found Taka dead.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the third floor to let the others know what had happened.
I wish I was just a little bit taller.
Meanwhile,
Even if
we
it
had
was like
just
2 or 3
discovered
inches.
Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And it only played once.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Yeah, because you're like, oh wait, she was passed out. We should probably go make sure she's okay. Whoops! Whoops! How could we forget?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next
Congratulations
thing
on the
we were
promotion.
searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
Yay! Dead
And
bodies!
after some
Rolo
time-
Justice! Hey, Samurai! How's it
Celeste
going?
informed us that she'd found the bodies. And
Yeah,
we
we
all
finally
headed
made it
to
to
the
Chapter 3.
repository,
You put a height related to tick in Discord? Oh no. I'll take a look at
which is
it.
where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Thank you,
It
Kyoko!
certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
I was looking
If
directly
that's
at
true,
Chat Sky.
then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate, situation.
So you're thinking they were
And
killed
from
by 2
there,
different
we
people?
can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
I guess
Now
that
then,
makes sense.
Let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Okay. Taka had the contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. So what we know about what happened with Taka, in order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find him no matter what. He got a note saying to meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Good, got through Mario Odyssey no learning. We'll be working on... Ooh, nice! 100%ing, holy crap, good luck with that. That's a lot of moves.
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's
I'm
obvious
gonna,
Taka
yeah,
came
I think
after.
Taka came first because he died shortly after 6 a.m. If his watch has anything to do with anything. Were they really used in that order?
So, regarding Taka's death,
Yeah,
I
Victor,
wonder
who
if
done
he
it?
died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Oh
What
crap,
makes
I don't
you
even
say
think...
that?
Is that it?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No, that's not it.
It's true that Hifumi was
What was
killed
the
with
number?
Justice Hammer, while
How do I do the
Taka's
thing?
death
I don't
came from a
remember.
swing of
That'd be a
Justice
spoiler?
Hammer 4.
See?
Oh,
So it's obvious Taka came
I
after.
can still feel Celeste. I'm feeling her too. We are kind of just like, I also kind of forgot. Yeah, I can't remember what button it was to create a bullet. Oops. Alright, what's... If you choose the wrong statement, controls, please. What's the controls? I need the controls. By holding down the space key, you can concentrate and slow down the passage of time. Fast forward, weak spots. I need firing truth bullets, loading truth bullets, quick select, truth bullet flashback. Thank you. If you target a weak spot and then hold down the left mouse button, you... Okay, if you hold down the left mouse button. Got it. It was number 69. Oh boy.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Yeah, we're kind of just... You can't help because that'd be a spoiler. Oh.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order? Alright.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already
You're
know
in love with
what order they were
Danganronpa?
killed in.
Is that right?
Taka came last.
Wait, what?
What makes you say that?
What? Did I miss?
The numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Excuse me, did I miss?
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Wild Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
Yeah, I should probably just slow down.
I wonder if he... Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order
They were killed in.
Thank you. Got it! I haven't watched any of the anime. I haven't played this game, but I watched a little bit of a playthrough.
In the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Makes sense.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in
Also,
order.
I love her she hugs.
But in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Wristwatch! Wristwatch! The freaking wristwatch! No, it's a Hangman Gambit. I need an I, please. Can I get an S? Can I get an S, please? How about an A? Give me that A. Give me that sweet, sweet A. I need an H. Kabam! Got it.
Now I understand.
Oh, sure. I'd like some trivia for the first murder in case.
Wristwatch.
2 games for
Just past 6 o'clock.
Despair Girls. I
It
think
must
it's a
have
game.
gotten broken.
I'm
when
not
he
sure if I'm
attacked by
gonna
the
get
killer,
Despair Girls.
Because as of last night,
Because I hear that's a third-person shooter game, and I'm those. Sweet, sweet A is too dirty for my mind. Better than sweet, sweet D. Oh my god. It's okay. We still gotta figure out horror games for potentially tomorrow.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night,
I think it's also a VR game.
Then he must have been attacked around
I don't think
6
it's
this
VR
morning.
only though.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened
I could
around
just
7.
watch gameplay.
That's right.
I think Lucajin
Taka
did it
was
on
killed
stream.
before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because
What
of
about
those
Zero
justice
Escape? Is it
hammers.
horror enough for you?
That's exactly why the culprit
First
with
off,
the numbers
I
on
really
its
like
hammer
horror games to
and
begin
had them
with.
increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used
I don't
in
have
each
VR,
incident,
unfortunately.
we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around
But
6,
I don't like horror.
then everyone's
Misa
alibis
no
for his
like
murder
it
go out the
spooky.
window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder.
I don't have
All
until
of our
dawn.
alibis still hold true for Hifumi's
RE7
death.
is great in VR.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Yeah, I don't have VR. If we go by what games I have, the horror games I have access to, if you don't count the Danganronpa games because they're still technically tagged psychological horror, Doki Doki, which everybody was like, no, we're not counting that. I do have Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I do have access to Dead Space. A couple of people have offered Fear or The Evil Within.
And that's where we found his body.
Kai. I also have access to Soma. Yeah, this would basically be me playing a game for a little bit until I get too scared where I can't sleep.
If that's true,
I did
where's the tape?
already start trying to play Soma, I just never finished it.
Don't just go making stuff up.
What's Dark Echo?
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi's
What's Dark
scream.
Echo?
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
I like how I'm not even paying attention to this. Where are we?
Vanished from the nurse's office.
Oh, we're just talking about how his body
Tina and
vanished.
I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
Why am I on auto?
And then
Because they're
there was the
talking.
disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room.
Yeah, he's only right 20% of the time.
At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of
Wrote Leon's name in
going
English
missing.
and upside down in the Japanese version. That makes him Kodo
Well,
and
don't
thus look
forget,
less
I
likely
was
to be
passed out in the
when they're trying to
equipment room the
figure out
whole
Sayaka's
time.
dying message.
Wait, then what if Genocide
Oh,
Jill
so
did it?
she wrote his name in English and the Japanese version.
Even if
Okay,
she could pull that
that
off,
makes
there's
sense.
no way she could
Yeah,
have done the
he's
same with
correct
Hifumi's
20%
body.
of the time, all the time.
Because,
That makes
as we just
okay. That does
established,
kind of make them
she
look
was
less
passed
like
out in
idiots
the
instead of the
equipment room when his
obvious.
body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
Giggity?
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
Yeah, but Hiro was passed out in a fucking
So
thing.
what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
Oh
So
yeah, you do
instead
have
of
that
who,
game.
I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Yeah, you can enter a tag. We could not have been gone for more than a few minutes, so then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute
It's fine,
her
they
and
put
Hina
Doki
took
Doki
their
on
eyes
there.
off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Well,
Okay, golf with your friends.
what if
get
I
that.
told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What?
He just, I think he
If the
said
dead
20%
body
of the time he's
were
right
to
all the
move
time.
itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No.
Oh, the
Not another.
That's too cute.
No.
Oh,
I don't think it has
A little
anything
bit.
to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
thank you. That's what we've been saying because it was the only way that he could haul his own ass from the first floor to third floor.
But simply walked out on his own.
Yes, that's the only possibility thing because nobody else except Sakura could pick his ass
He was
up.
simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? We'll figure out horror games another time. by another time, I mean probably like after this.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement
How?
along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
No. I could not lift that
Maybe the
much.
announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Wait. I'm sure the body discovery announcement was only made once, but Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
I can barely lift my own
there's
ass.
a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
That was my cue. Oh, wait. It's only the Hifumi and Taki and was around the same time.
Are you
so
saying
not
that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead.
My brain is
without a
like...
doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
Okay, yeah.
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
Damn it, maybe it was the other way around. Was it the other way around? Was it the other way around? Who does that have to do with what this I'm sorry, okay?
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body of Hifumi's dead body had been
Haven't found.
Are we really?
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance he was...
No. Hifumi was dead. And you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been...
There we go. Okay, you're right. I had a feeling I was on the right track on the first try, but I wasn't sure. I second guess myself a
Was the body
lot.
discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Yeah, I think it was for Taka. Definitely
Of
for
course
Taka.
it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body
I
was
know,
found.
I'm sorry. I accidentally contradicted
It wasn't long
Kyoko.
after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
I'm just gonna
So
eat my
there's a
hug
good
and call it
chance
a day.
we made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
That's probably true.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Keyword
That
here,
doesn't answer our
first
question,
time.
Man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No,
actually,
he
that
answered.
was plenty.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Huh?
For the first
He
time.
said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the
For the
first
first time.
Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh?
Nah,
Later
we
on?
nailed
Exactly.
Mom.
We
We
heard the body
nailed Mondo.
discovery
There we go.
announcement twice.
Nearly, Ash.
got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the two bodies.
Ding dong, ding dong. True, we would all be butter without Kyoko.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
But it played.
And in reality, when
Same
the
goes.
two dead bodies were rediscovered,
It would be very
one of them
salty.
was
Too
actually
salty. Very salty.
being discovered for the first time.
So when we found Hifumi the first
True,
time in
Monokuma
the
does have
nurse's
custom
office,
punishments for
he
everybody.
wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
I'm too high in salt.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
Sure, Jill.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Celeste, stop saying that. You're acting super suspicious. There has to be proof that, yeah, it's the glasses. The glasses. I like how Jill's still laughing. Yeah, Hifumi's glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And
You're
then,
right.
while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned...
Oops. Sorry. Your meaningless words. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, here's one
Oh, come
thing
on!
we do know. The first time we found him, and then his body
And the next time, it was in the...
But when you compare his body before, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
There we go. That was the one that I was looking for. Yeah, please don't give drugs to kids. They're expensive. The kids are the drugs.
There was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the
We're full of
repository.
terrible advice here. I'm sorry.
His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Why would they be
And
wiped
I
clean?
found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
It was the... Oh, what the fuck is it? Glasses cleaning cloth. No, 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 no. Present.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
Princess Piggles!
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
I need to stop eating these
This piece
things.
of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess.
How does she remember that?
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Oh god, Victor, please no.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question.
She is a little
It
bit of an
belongs
airhead
to
though, but
Hifumi.
she's still wonderful.
So what
Shut
you're
your
saying
eye.
is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is
Magical
true,
girl.
it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from
I
a clean
thought
pair of
I thought
glasses
Magical Girl
other
was
than the
Maho's
glasses owner?
shoujo. I thought shoujo was girls' love.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes
Fair, I did
possible,
watch
wouldn't you
I
say?
did watch Koamajai.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it
Uh-oh.
paint or
Our
something?
cat.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies.
You're not
He
stealing my
probably used one
chair.
of those.
I love you, Kitty, but you're not stealing my chair.
He figured if he was gonna play
Yeah,
dead, he should
Madoka
go all
Magica.
out, so he just dumped it everywhere.
That is true. There are lesbians. I love Sailor
But he
Uranus
got
enough to
crazy
know.
with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
Hey Tara, how's it going?
It should be perfectly obvious who must have
Really,
moved
really
Taka's
close
corpse.
cousins. Everybody knew they were fucking. It's fine. Taka's body was.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
You
While
managed
we
to
were
just
all
wake
gathered
up.
in the nurse's
Uh-oh.
office, he
Are
went
you
to the
okay? Are you
equipment
feeling okay,
room
Tara?
and took Taka's body.
That also
just petting
explains
my
how
kitty,
the door
it's
to the
fine.
repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository.
So true,
when we
Jean.
got there,
So
The
true.
door was locked.
He'll just sleep through the whole day.
And the repository door can only be locked
Honestly,
from the
it's the
inside.
same though.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
I'm fairly certain
Hifumi
Jill's
wasn't just
tongue
another
is longer
victim in
than
this
Gene
case.
Simmons.
He was one of the assailants.
But Gene Simmons is
That
pretty
means
crazy.
he took part in the murders.
Yeah. I think she has 5.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
He's my good kitty.
There's more?
Oh,
Famous
absolutely.
creatures from
The
Japanese
single
long
biggest
comics,
fact
not remember.
pointing to his involvement has yet to
Um,
be revealed.
I'm not familiar with too much of
You
Japanese
know what I'm
mythology.
talking about, right, Makoto? The item he
And then
took off of
his
Taka's
house. Yeah,
lifeless
the note.
body?
She's talking about the note. No. I think he carried a mic though.
I got it! You're talking
I'd
about
have to
the
look
note
it up.
Hifumi had hidden away,
Wait,
aren't
unless.
you?
Hey, Kai. How
Hidden note?
how well
That's
do
right.
you know
We
Japanese
found it
mythology
stuffed in
with
his
yokai?
pants.
Very, very.
What?
Do you know
In
any
his
of them that have a really fucking long tongue?
Yes.
Is that evil to say anal beads?
No,
Okay,
I think
well, forget about
Kappas
the
are the
pants
one
for
that
now.
have like a little pool
Take a
of
look
water
at
on
what the
their
note
head.
says.
And if they spill it, they die or something. Yeah, frog people with little pools of water. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told
His
me where
clothes
to go.
went to Dever. He never carried them on him.
Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said,
Meet in the
"Monokuma
rec room
can't
at
find
1
out,
a.m.
So don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see.
What's up, boy?
Then this note isn't the same one
He can
Hiro
strangle
got.
his tongue with a micro.
It's not the same.
In other words,
Fair.
the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Boy's pants.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello, over here. Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Huh? The economy?
Just to be
The
clear,
economy?
TikTok is Taka and
Wait,
Huffy
what's on
is
you, though?
Hifumi, right? Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Come on, Lily, I know you want up. A yokai with a young tongue. Oh, okay. And I guess also economy, too. Broken wristwatch, Hifumi's glasses. Glasses cleaning cloth.
Huffy had the note, right?
Uh-huh.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Broken
No,
wristwatch.
that's wrong.
Commonly, they have long tongues and like to sneak in people's houses to lick the grime off bathplaces and bathhouses.
No, there
Yeah.
absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
Lick the grime
note
off of
said to meet at
bathplaces
6
and
a.m.,
bathhouses?
which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Yeah, right, Red?
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where
Normally.
Taka was killed. I see.
TikTok.
Taka
Get
was
with the
murdered
program,
with
his name
both
is
the time
TikTok.
And place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show
Come on.
that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that...
I'm
No
not
further
sure.
objections!
God damn it, Jill.
Someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Yeah, and they knocked you out and tried to frame you for his
Culprit
murder.
really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
Oh,
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
he was trying to hide it.
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
Panic Blizzard, thank you so much
Go
for that
ahead,
follow. Welcome
show
to the
us.
Laniacs. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Panic Blizzard. I'm always panicked. Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka. Yeah, that would be the rip bit. Yeah, Taka.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is...
The same note.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi
Did we
had the
cross-check
note for
the
Taka,
blueprint's
while Taka's
handwriting
corpse
with
still
this?
grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Hello, Panic Blizzard.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
If you are lurking, I hope you enjoy your lurk.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was
We need a
super
nut
involved
command.
in
We
this
do have a
whole
nut
thing for
command.
Sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact,
We're probably
he's
gonna
still
get sidetracked
alive.
again anyway. Let's be
Sorry,
real here, Damien.
no.
Look like children with cropped heads, clawed feet,
When
and
we
long
found him
tongues.
in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely
Yeah,
dead.
after 2 hours,
The
I would
second
think that
body
rigor mortis
discovery
would definitely
announcement proves that.
set in.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
You did it.
So, he
Dusk.
must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
You don't like fan fiction? I
In
used to
other
love
words,
fan
during that
fiction when I
time,
was younger.
None of us
It
had
was like
allies.
one of the things that got me through my first year of college.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Oh my.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
What the hell is your problem?
Who are you calling a walrus?
Yeah, I like good fan
Anyway,
fiction.
when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Uh-oh.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
Bonk.
The weapon?
You mean the mallet?
Because, I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same. With them having similar
Yeah.
fractures and all.
I'm frustrated trying to write it, so I don't like it anymore.
But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still
gotcha.
laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
But there was that one mallet that we found that was wet.
So if Hifumi
So
was
cleared,
killed in the
clearly
repository,
used and cleaned
the
off.
culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Well, there were hammers there.
But wouldn't that be seriously
Peaks at
risky
12
for him?
hours and dissipates after 48.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
A wet mallet, you say?
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
Oh, I'm
He's
sorry.
right,
What's packed
though.
in there? What?
I don't understand it.
What's
either.
packed into the what now?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
Yeah, they were all bonked on the
But
head.
if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
Check, please.
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
No, they used a mallet.
I don't
They
think it
played
is
whack-a-mole.
possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Yep.
so then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The mallet! The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. It was the wet mallet that we found. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Ah! Somehow I have to find the truth. Yeah, we'll find the truth. We got it. Similarly here, we would be punched into the sky by now. Baka! Spotless hammer. Yeah, that's the thing.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
What? Maybe you have some idea, but I don't understand at all. God damn it.
What was used to
To
kill
kill
Hifumi?
Hifumi.
Was it Justice
Justice
Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Wait a second, what would she say? I know it wasn't. Yeah. Let me
What
just
was
enjoy.
used to kill
Wasn't just maybe Justice
Or whatever it was, we have the culprit be able to witness justice.
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, please, somebody go look up that website real quick.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at
Not
all. No,
No.
it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Yes.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. the killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Okay, bye, bully.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Specifically in incognito
and the reason it
mode.
had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder.
Murdergear.com /
If the hammer got covered in
hammer
Hifumi's blood,
time.
Of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones.
Some as big as your head.
Even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice hammers
Okay, so it's not
used
like the
those as a
same, but
basis
there
for their
is a
design.
place called murdergear.bigcartel.com. And it just gives me
That would
what looks
explain
like
the Monokuma files note about
CDs
the
and
wounds being
t-shirts.
Similar.
So
See,
Hifumi
this is
moved
what it
Taka's
gave me.
body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that...
Yeah, no hammer time. It just gave me that.
The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
Ooh, Lord Olympus
The
is
way the
there.
graduation
Ooh, nice.
rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Stop. Hammer time. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Yeah, because of the whole... There's no point in being an accomplice because the person who does the murder, and if they get away with it, then the accomplice is just gonna get killed with the rest of them, so what's the point? Alright, spotless hammer. That doesn't seem like
Based
the right
on the
thing.
rules that have been laid out for us,
Uh-huh.
even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
Unless the
That is
accomplice
how
is
the rule was
killed.
explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's
There's
one
one
murder,
murder,
right?
right?
In this case, however, there were two murders.
Okay, so there's only two things that it could possibly do, and it's only...
Even if more than one
One
person is
person.
complicit in the murder, only the one who actually
Alright, I'm gonna grab Kyoko's, and then I'm going to shoot it at...
There were two murders.
I'm gonna grab Kyoko's, and then I'm gonna shoot it at Celeste.
based on the rules that have been, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried, assuming the rule holds true.
BAM! Break!
Since there were two
Two
murders,
murders.
it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Exactly. Yeah, that one was a
What do
little
you
easy,
mean?
especially since we're
If
not
there's only
supposed
been
to...
one murder,
We're
then
not
yes,
supposed to contradict
the
the
idea of an
waifu.
accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in the scheme.
Yeah, never go against the
There's
waifu,
no
apparently.
point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out
Wrong
the
with the
first
sexy
murder, so he
aliens.
couldn't back out of
Why
helping them
sexy
later on.
aliens?
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders.
It was two people.
Instead, each
Oh
person
my
killed
God.
someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true
Wait,
killer
then who
designed
was
it
the
to
second person that... Who was the
Single
second person that they were
suspicious
going to
individual,
kill?
A similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies, By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to
Why
go
not
along
sexy
with their
aliens?
plan.
Because I don't know. It always seems to be
And then
sexy
to
aliens.
avoid the no accomplices
Wait a
rule,
second,
they simply
sexy aliens.
killed their accomplice.
You know, there's an alien
Proof
that I
the
remember
betraying
in a
Hifumi was
fun
part of the
game
plan
called
from
Honey
the
Pop.
very beginning.
Her name is Celeste.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so?
Ha!
I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. He was looking up Monokuma merch. Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. I went way too far out of my way for Honey Pop.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
Who was he a simp for?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. Okay, first off, I'm not allowed to play Honey Pop on Twitch. I've said this multiple times before. Huh? Oh. You never got into Honey Pop? The writing was hilarious.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Yes.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with
No one
Hifumi.
can. Well, no, you're.
idea
It's on the
that I
ban
would choose
list,
to spend
Damien. You
any amount
can't.
of time
Yes,
interacting
I
with
did
him.
find a place where I can stream it. It's Plexstorm because it's.
Within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
Hi, Celeste.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
Yeah,
It
it's on the
Throughout
it's on
the
the ban list.
investigation, there was
That's
certain
an insta ban
behavior that
right
was
there.
common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
The screaming. Well, it's true that both of them did a lot of screaming, but I don't think that's it. Crap. What is it that only Celeste encountering? Yeah, encountering the suspicious individual.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what Lukagen
The only
did.
ones who
And
ever
Markiplier,
actually
I
saw
think.
Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever
I'm
laid
gonna
eyes on the
fucking kill
costumed
this
individual.
guy.
If we accept that Hifumi
I
was
will-
one of the culprits, we can't
I will
help but
put this
suspect what
crochet
Celeste
hook
has
so
said
far
as
up
well.
his nose.
Thought you were gonna say butt.
Are you saying
Nose.
everything they told us
It's a
was
hook.
lie?
I'm going to make like the
After
ancient
taking Hifumi
Egyptians.
to the nurse's office, we all
Bring
began
the
our
nipple.
search for this individual, correct?
God damn it.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Yeah, crochet with the gray matter. I'll make a fucking Afghan out of your thing. I will not be
We went to the
silenced.
second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to
gonna
draw us all to the
fucking
physics
kill you,
lab up
Byakuya.
on the third floor,
Egyptian style.
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
Yeah, after
and
she
when we'd
asked
all
how
come
she
to
should have
see what was
screamed.
wrong, what was it she said?
I saw the thing. He went that way. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once
I'm
she'd
about to
done
shove this up her
job of
nose,
getting us
too.
all up to the physics lab,
I'm gonna make a
it was
lovely
time
blanket
for
out
her
of all of your
partner to get
brains.
to work.
I'm still new at crocheting. I have all the time in the world. Fuck you. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
That is true. 3 and 3. They communicate to each other. Yeah. Then why don't we split into 2 groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura, 2 groups of 3.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Not looking good,
And on top of
Celeste.
that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I suppose.
I just realized another strange thing.
What, the fact that she
When we
mentioned
found Hifumi in the
dead, like
nurse's
them
office,
guys?
who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Toucan mating noise.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
You were in the nurse's office, though.
Then that was...
To get you
She
guys out
wasn't
of the
worried
nurse's
about
office
you.
so Hifumi
She
could
just
just
saw
go.
a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
That's just rude.
Each piece isn't
Who
much
wouldn't
by
care
itself,
about
but
Hina?
start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
Don't
I
just...
have no idea what you mean.
Oh, yeah.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself
Yeah,
when you first
Celeste
said it,
don't give a shit.
but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
We're gonna end up dead just like those guys.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
You must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys did.
I remember
Finish the
her
sentence,
saying that
Makoto.
too.
Whoa, wait, what?
I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room.
You would think that
Then
her
Makoto
poker face
showed
would
up
be a
and
little
told
bit
us
better.
Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura
She
and
said
I
that
left
she's the
with
queen of
Makoto.
liars. Come on.
Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
I thought so.
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Unless she was talking about everybody
Yeah,
else
I
that
see what
died
you're
before
talking about.
that.
Although I don't really get what it means.
Yeah.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Oh boy. Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? The fact that she didn't know that Taka was dead. Or she shouldn't have known that Taka was dead. Monokuma fly. Oh, come on. So I have to make another one.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
What she said, she should only have known about Hifumi's death. With that in mind, what's so strange about what she said is...
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those...
Just like those guys! Well, yeah, shouldn't have known that Taka
right.
was dead.
There's no reason
so,
Celeste should
yeah.
have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You're really going to
You
run
claim
me
that
around,
I was
aren't
lying
you?
when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
That's true. We never really did anything about that.
How
huh?
do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It really looks more like Hifumi is dragging that away.
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to
There's no timer on it.
set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
Yeah, they mentioned that in the
other
beginning
words,
when it was
it
introduced.
is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
No. I think Hifumi likes it.
If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist? Simple.
Because of the
Are
parts,
we
it would
sure that's
somebody
really
would
a
have to
picture
be
of
in
the
that
suspect
suit.
dragging Hifumi away?
It would have to
What could you possibly
maybe.
mean by
I
that?
don't know.
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No,
Hi,
there
Pirate.
is no other
How's it going?
explanation.
How are you doing today? Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say
I'm
it's a
doing
picture
alright.
of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
We've definitely I think we might have
The
cracked
one
this
being
case.
dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi,
Yeah, they were
but the
definitely
person in
dancing.
the robot suit.
I know you. I
We've
walk
simply been led to
with
believe
once
that it's the other way around.
dream.
And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
Yeah, Hero wasted.
That's what happened. You put me to
Whoa.
sleep and made me out
I
to
don't
be the
know. We
bad
went
guy
into
in all
Hero's
this.
room and I didn't see any brewskis. Oh, what up, Celeste?
Such a thing
Hero
is
expressing
utterly
love.
impossible.
Oh my goodness.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it?
I don't
it's
think I can
ridiculous
ship
at
that
all.
samurai.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Yeah, Hiro does like his booze, but I didn't see any brewskis when I went in there. Robo Justice costume, Yasuhiro's message, Robo Justice blueprints.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Oh.
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said,
A little bit. He does seem like a
ridiculous.
little bit more of a weed guy.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
Yeah, thickness dead.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
No, that's wrong.
But you can't bend at the waist. Ha 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 ha.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that.
Yeah,
Because
everybody
that
in this
Robo
trial is
Justice
trying to
suit
tell me
had
to
a
shut up,
certain
and I'm the one that does the
characteristic.
thing. I don't mind Hifumi, but he can be fucking creepy sometimes. You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. Nobody.
That's right. They totally
Taka
made
dying.
a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I mean, oh no.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
No, that's wrong.
I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Yeah, Thickness and Navy Boy were all
Celeste and
were
Hifumi
killed.
took the
It was a
suit
2-for-1
specially
special this time,
designed and
Caboose.
stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
And right now we're trying to
point of it all
convict
was to
the
make us
Gothic
believe
Lolita
whoever was
about
in the
it.
suit was to blame.
Or I guess technically Kyondo is who he was.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Objection! After watching Damien play Apollo Justice, I really want to play an Ace Attorney game.
You idiot. What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh man. No, that's wrong.
Clearly, you want to cram
Oh,
me
yeah.
into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Fumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro. When we asked him who had
She got
attacked him,
this.
his answer was quite clear, was it not?
Yeah, he said
He said,
Yasuhiro.
and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro.
She's starting to lose her cool. She's starting to lose her cool.
But my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually
Taro.
Taro.
Your confusing statements
Don't make any sense.
You're only making
Thank
things
you,
more
Sakura.
complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive.
Well, she is the queen of
do
liars,
you mean by
so it makes sense that she put
Think
on a
back to
fucking
how Hifumi used to
she
talk
put
to
on a
us.
farce.
How did he refer to each of us?
He said the people's last names because he always called me Mr. Naegi.
That's right. Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Hifumi was super horny.
Random
He was
chance.
horny for alter ego.
Now isn't
Definitely.
that a convenient explanation? No.
Taka just wanted to
There's
cuddle
no
his
reason
bro.
to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
Mm-hmm.
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Yup. Or
Well, no.
does it?
Hold on.
Kyoko
There's
told
one
us about
person
using
it
a
could
handbook.
apply to, and that's Celeste.
Yeah, you're telling
She
Kyoko
never
shut up,
actually told us what
seriously.
her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you take your
It
false
makes sense.
accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I?
You don't look like a loser, but you look like a little bit of a bitch. So,
To be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
why don't you show me your little handbook
Make
there,
sure
bro?
Your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Yeah. Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Uh-oh. Are we doing another nonstop? We're doing another nonstop. Let's fucking go. She does kind of look like a spooky haunted doll. I think, oh my god, she's fucking pissed. Alright, it's gotta be the handbook. Title of Ultimate Crazy Bitch.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
I think Genocide
He
Jill's got
wanted
it,
us
though.
to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name
Ultimate sassy bitch.
Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict...
No.
Show me your fucking handbook.
That's it. The handbook.
What?
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yepers.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
Yeah. It seems like the e-handbook has been coming in handy these last two peeps. This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
Show me the handbook!
An invasion of privacy.
No, it's not.
Refuse to cooperate.
You can't do that.
Celeste,
Monokuma, shut up challenge.
can you please just tell us what really happened?
No, she's not gonna tell shit.
Please, just tell us.
Even
Yes.
when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Oh boy.
Because...
Shit, can we just get to the final can we just get to the final thing? Final thing?
Know what might happen.
Oh, I'm convinced.
Fine then.
It was her.
Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Okay, looks
That'll
like we're
bring
gonna do this
everything
thing.
to an end.
Her defense convinced me because. Yay, comic book time! Let's fucking go. Alright. Why is this here? In this case, how did the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? If I could even figure out what's going on in these. It would have to... Jesus. He's pulling the trolley. I call that the Wizard of Oz defense. Let's see. 1 a.m. That, I think, maybe, unless, wait, no, hang on. What time did the killer? Okay, yeah, that was right. That was 1. Okay, is that right? Who was it that the killer summoned first? Okay, that was definitely Hifumi. All right, so I had that right. They knocked him out, then stuffed him in the rowboat to falsify their evidence. Then they used a certain item to do it. Yeah, that was the camera. Camera. After the trials, if anyone else is killed, I'm gonna motherfucking lose it. Yeah, and then another person is killed, and then they don't quite lose it just yet. You need the big boob model poster for support. Dope boy. Oh my gosh. The Justice Hammer, that, what number was it? I think it was 4. And in the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. Was it 2? Which Justice Hammer was in the... Okay, it was this one. And... Okay, then Hifumi, and then Taka found at the same time. And then that, and then... Hifumi used something to move Taka's body. Alright, that was the dolly. What's this? I was trying to figure out what the hell that was, but no, it's him pushing Taka's body. Oh my god. Hifumi being a simp. The weapon, what was it? Alright, that was this. And then the only one that I'm missing, I think. It's only this one that I'm missing, but what? The only thing that I can think of is it's this one. So let's try it, I guess. You!
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
I can't even tell. Okay, that was right.
With this confidence, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
It's just...
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, he had just in his pants. Insert the Lonely Island here.
That someone they met with
Poor
was
Huffy.
Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him...
Poor Hiro!
They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look
Fuck
like
his face, you can't
Robo-Justice
see
was
because my
attacking
mic is in the way, but it's hilarious.
while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence
look
that
at
would put
it!
the suspicion on Hiro.
Just look!
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Yeah, his face is squished. He's just like... It's an
finally,
anime game, Samurai. I can
6
give him
a.m.,
I can give him
They
a pass
moved
for
into
that.
the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Poor TikTok.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it
Wow.
the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice
I
Hammer
can't really
4,
believe that
which was left there in the equipment
Hifumi
room.
would just kill Taka like that.
The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
That makes sense.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended
Hi again,
to be
Blast.
the victims
Welcome
to
back.
solidify Robo Justice as the suspect.
You'll see soon.
The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room.
Please tell me
There, the killers
the
wanted
internet
us
is
to
working
see
okay.
Justice Hammer 1.
No!
And the Robo Justice pictures they
Damn
took.
it!
They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story.
Oh, hi
The
Blast.
second fake incident was the attack in the library.
Yeah, they fought over
This
Alter
time,
Ego,
they
so
planted
Celeste might have
Justice Hammer
used that
2
against them.
and an injured Hifumi to sell us that
At least
story.
specifically against.
With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds.
Wait, did
That the
Celeste
suspect was increasing
think?
the size
Wait,
of
did
the
Celeste
hammers
try
attacking
and
people
say
in
that
order as
Taka
they did.
took Alter Ego?
We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
Oh, phew, I wasn't even sure about that.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice
Fucking
Hammer 3
Jason. Yeah, blood everywhere,
and turned the room
bitches.
into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Sailor Moon with blood. That's slightly disturbing.
He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
Blood crisis makeup.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
I like how they look in these comics.
We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape.
The same kind that have
When we learned his
X-ray
body had
machines,
disappeared,
Caboose.
we all rushed back to the nurse's office.
Yes, Samurai.
And once again,
Yay!
Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for.
Well, audio is
time,
better than nothing,
he
I
snuck
guess.
into
Hi,
the
Blast.
equipment room.
How are you doing? Yeah, this is like an ultimate high school. You would think that they'd be kind of surprised. They would be
and
ready
used
for
the dolly
everything.
to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Look at his little
But
face!
even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final
It's
act.
actually kind of... Was it snowing for you? Because it was like whiteout blizzard outside for a little while. Like in and out. It
Their
was
plan
really weird.
all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did
Did
it
Huffy
using
do
an
good?
ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository.
On his face,
That
he
should
said I wouldn't
cover
have him
everything
have
that
him on his
happened in
face.
this case.
Yeah.
And the villain
No, it's
behind
not
it
that
all
close here,
is...
Kyle. Well, that's good. It's snowing up here in the north. Well, northeast, I should say. Specify. Wait. Yo, Red, did it snow for you? Oh, the flowers. Oh, look, that's Celeste.
Sorry, you lose.
I lost? I
Rip.
lost? When
Yay.
was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it?
Uh-oh.
You're the killer?
No.
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko Yasuhiro.
So,
Her last name
you
is
finally
Yasuhiro.
accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
She's even lost the accent. Okay, it was like, holy shit. Wow, guys, we did it! Why did she told... I don't think she would have told Hifumi her real name. She was never close to him. She fucking hated him.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Wow, she's
Or,
fuck...
No, I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Wow, she's done with everything.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote.
Maybe.
And when the votes are tallied, who will
Though-
become the Blackened?
What all did he say?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna
He
be?
said something
What's
really
it
weird
gonna
before he
be?
died. Granted, Jill says weird shit all the fucking time, so I don't even fucking know. Oh, shit. Oh. I like her little avatar head, it's cute. I also saw Chihiro's face, but he was blacked out. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The Blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly,
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, you know? I knew you'd figured it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right, to get Hifumi to act as my accomplice.
indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name. You already mentioned it during the fucking trial, you assholes! It was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I would talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
So
And I
then-
have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. He's got a lot of Princess Pickles, like, everywhere. Holy shit. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course. It was him. How did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct. Which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
As for me,
Yeah, probably. Please forgive me. He threatened me. He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say, oh my fucking... You're really gonna do... You're gonna... He abused me.
What?
Oh my god. He took pictures. If he said I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice. Girl, you are... That is, in fact, a crime, and you should not lie about such crimes. If you're gonna... No, you don't lie about such things. That's rude. Especially when it's about the fucking, you know, the moral compass. Jesus Christ. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life.
Completely unforgivable!
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands. Her moral compass.
Actually,
She never had one. Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... I know there are people that do that in real life, and it's stupid, and please don't let her do anything like that. It's really rude. And also, he can keep her to himself.
This is unforgivable!
Bastard, 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 bastard!
honestly,
He was a little bit blind. Fucking moral compass is a roulette wheel! Exactly. I've heard that somewhere before. Where did I hear that?
I swear I will save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. That's probably, yeah, taking advantage of his things. You're... And with that, it's complete. Jesus. Hi, Nightwolf. Huh? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. And he relented, and then he died. That's true. Makoto or Byakuya, they're both fucking smart. Byakuya would just be like, no, nice to see you too. And Makoto would be like, bitch. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. Yeah, Victor's gonna be gone for like 10 minutes now. Sorry, Victor. I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the fates in general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid.
Huh?
That's it!
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up. Pardon. I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was... While you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death. She a bitch!
so in the end,
So you had planned to kill him all along. But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can a human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya!
I wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Alright, Dusk. Later! Have fun! Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. Red and Blast. Oh no. Didn't have the Playboys. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But...
All along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch!
Obviously that was a lie. Eh,
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. Fucked to death again. Rip.
This is fine.
Be sure to take a shower. Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Fucking really? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers slash bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Okay. Alright. Cool. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. She'd be LARPing this, seriously. I got right to the edge,
There
but
is nothing to be done.
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
It's just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding. Yeah, she wants a harem.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying, and plus... How could you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared?
Oh, Hina. Oh, Hina.
My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. Working, fishing up, so taking off. Alright. Later, McDizzle!
Yes, indeed.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette. Didn't she die?
Hey,
You just get executed again. When she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills!
Chills! Kills! Well done. Okay, then let's get rolling. The black and disturb the peasant must pay the price.
I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it
Kyoko, hold on to this.
What? Oops.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
Okay,
Which
bye.
is why... Actually, it's not important.
Okay, bye.
Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Okay, bye. You still haven't explained how... Yeah, I think that's later. They don't... It didn't seem like they questioned it, like, at all. Celeste has been found guilty. It's time for the punishment! Oh boy, why do I have a feeling this is gonna be... Why do I have a feeling this is gonna be brutal? Alright, there's Celeste. Oh, look, a castle. Just what she was talking about. Wait, is that a stake? Wait, what? The burning of the Versailles witch? Okay, so she's gonna be burned at the stake. How lovely. Oh, good! Oh, good! I got an upskirt. That's all I ever wanted, I guess. Honestly, didn't think I was gonna be able to get through this chapter in one sitting. Holy shit. We're like gonna barely make it. Alright, alright. Looks like I know burning to death is like one of the most painful ways to go. No. Not like steak. I like the music though. She looks really happy about this. Why do you look happy about being burnt alive? What? I'm sorry, what? Is she gonna get hit by that? What? Chapter 3 is short. Okay. Fire! Oh, the little monocle. Yep. I'm helping! What the hell was that? Okay, death by truck crash instead of burning. Yeah, she got squished by the fire truck instead of burnt at the stake. What? It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but... I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. Yeah, that was a little weird. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of the regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Geez, in here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here. Alright, so... No, that was not related to gambling at all, but she did mention that she wanted to buy a European castle and be Marie Antoinette. So, like, having kind of a sort of, I guess, public execution like that would be kind of fitting for her, but then, like, ripping it out so she could be just, like, killed by a truck. Just, like... She will want to be put to death like that, but Monaco was like, fuck it, here's a truck. Yeah, what Samurai said. And what Damien said.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is. That reality just can't be avoided. Yeah, got the Glulita and a spooky bitch. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
So strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So, anyway. Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me? Excuse me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? Monokuma, what the fuck you do to Kyoko? Oh, man. That's not the words I would expect you to say. Oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean, what did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? Makoto? Makoto! The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya
Ooh, see ya! Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
So...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means... Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the corp room and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later. Your real name was Pikyoko! Do you have the man's fantasy gift from the Monokuma machine before? I don't think so.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
What's the man's fantasy gift? Because I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I had that. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Being convicted of murder really gives an appetite. Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Hina, no, it's not. It's not like that, honey. Does this mean what I think it means? No.
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. Oh my fucking god. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Yes. Yeah.
So then...
Wait. Man's fantasy gift. Whoa, wait. Are you saying that there was a bath scene and I fucking missed it? Fuck! We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took this key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So,
Oh, and... I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a little while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but... Can we talk a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Go to the bath. If you had the man's fantasy, you would have gone and spied on him. Gotcha. Yeah, I did not have that. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
You...
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Yeah, Hina's definitely shipping out. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends, maybe more. Will you go out with me? I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see... Wait, what? What I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back... She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but... Could Kyoko really be right about this? Should I really be having an outer monologue right now? Alright, boys' bathroom. This is the boys' bathroom. Okay, storage. It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? Let's see. I see Pine Sol. Let me fresh. She said it was way in the back of the closet. Yeah, the tiles look a little bit off. But I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. And suddenly, as if I were being yanked in. Yep, secret door. Gashonk. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Ba-bump. Crash. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Whoa, where the shit are we? It turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor, there's a storage closet, and way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room. But what's in here? There's tissues, there's some watered up. The only thing that I'm missing here is some lotion. And then I'd know for a damn fact what's going on. It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. Yeah, why was she in the boys' locker room? There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry? This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? And missing Hifumi, oh. I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave? This is kind of weird. I could understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave? Yeah, seriously. Why yearbooks in a secret closet, specifically in the boys' bathroom? What is this? My head feels funny. A strange sensation. Oh, are we gonna get drugged again? It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before. But I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Did we just fucking die? A strange sound rang out through my head. Okay, we're not dead. It felt like I was shaking my brain back and forth. And then... darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. Surprise, bitch! You dead! And with that, I opened my eyes. I don't know how long it had been. Whoa! They fucking cleaned house! Ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. Surprise, motherfucker! Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. Everything is gone. That's cool. Yeah, game be hella sure if you want, you know, but an empty bookshelf, huh? Empty. Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest, take some Tylenol. Maybe rethink my life choices and my taste in women. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back toward my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. It sounds like... punching? That pipe in the secret room in the boys' bathroom! Wow, that just sounds... The drugs used was an iron pipe. Oh my god. That sound, it's coming from the gym? It was a magical spell. Sounds like a fight. As I desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. Yeah, it sounds like something's being thrown around. But yeah. Let's go. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Holy hell! We embraced the void! Holy squeak muffins. Optimus Labs, how's it going, you guys? Holly Barrett, welcome on in, everybody. I embrace your void, and I hope you're all doing well. How was your stream? How are you all doing? I need to throw you guys some love. What did you guys do today? Oh, you were doing some more Overwatch. How is that treating you? Did you win? Did you kick butt? Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. We're finishing up Chapter 3 of Danganronpa. My name is Miscellaneous, aka Lanie. I hope you're all doing well. The literate juggalo. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Laniacs. I hope you are enjoying yourself. We're in the middle of something's going on. We're not entirely sure what, but yeah. You're not addicted? I don't know what you're talking about. Totally not addicted, huh? That startle was worth a follow. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Juggalo. But, are you at least kicking ass in Overwatch? That's the important thing. And if you're having fun, that is also the most important thing. They're both the most important things. Awesome. Also, how was that cake? Had nothing to do with this raid. I'm sure, Sky. And I don't embrace the void, the voice. I scream into the void a lot, and I always embrace the void. Because it never screams back. I had the Octus keep me alive in Overwatch. They kicked all the butts. That's the way it should go, Fexelar. That's the way it should go. Just be like, save me! Cover me! Please? In any case, hate to host and ghost, but need to dash. Alright. Later, Octa. Thank you so much, you guys, for the host. I hope you guys have a lovely night. Also, feed the piggies some treats, you know? Give them some pets. Oh, crap. I'm sorry about that, Juggalo. Here, I can post that for you. Boop. Boop. Beep. There we go. Alright, let me just look at this clip real quick. I'm gonna have to, like, keep it down, though.
I mean, disturbing, Holly.
Uh-oh. Is this like a play of the game sort of deal?
Shit.
Wait, is Barrett playing Hanzo?
What happened?
Did he just, like, kill somebody?
Clip it, chat! Oh my fucking god!
Did he just, like, blind kill somebody? Damn. Nice. No, someone existed and he headshot them through a doorway. Yeah, he's like... And then suddenly a body just drops and he's just like... I did it! That's kind of cute. Alright, anyway, let's get back to the game. Welcome on in, everybody. It can't be nothing. Here, in the gym? Alright, somebody is in the gym. Somebody was fighting. Let's go see how this goes. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Kacha! Baku! Hagagya! Haya! Paching! Bakya! Da-da-dun! Sha-sha-sha-sha! These are... Sakura? Wait, what? Oh my, that upskirt. Before me there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. Yeah, Sakura, you're not supposed to hurt Monokuma! I don't want you to die! Please! You're not supposed to hurt the teddy bear! Potted Artist, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Laniacs. So the name of the game is Battle Royale. No, Danganronpa, Happy Trigger Havoc. Yeah, we're in the middle of a DBZ battle. You're technically not supposed to hit the teddy bear. If you hurt the teddy bear will kill you. Like, outright just... you did. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh. Everybody likes to call my boyfriend Jesus. His name's Kai. You can ask Victor about that. Yeah, Sakura just wants to answer.
Did that emote say anal beads?
Yeah, Kai. It's just a nickname.
Kai. Internet says hi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jesus. And yes, I am also a chainmail stripper. He's got a butt. I booped it. But, yeah. He is the disembodied voice that sits, like, right there. So I'm loving the Animaniacs alerts. Yay! I used to love the Animaniacs when I was younger. I still love them, honestly. But I've forgotten so much from the show, though. I feel really bad. I need to go and rewatch a lot of things. But my community, I call them the Laniacs. And we're all a little bit zany over here. Let's see, Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. But how the heck did you get 2-foot stuffed Wako Warner Brothers? Wait, why no Yakko? Why no Wacko, Yakko, and Come But I guess, yeah, Wacko's kind of the best. No, Yakko, no. Crap, I like them both. I like Dot too, she's cute. Crap. I don't have a favorite out of the three. So why was I saying Wacko? I'm fucking tired. I'm sorry. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. Oh, it's true, you can rewatch it and find double entendre and wonder how this is... Oh, I watched several, like, different YouTube videos about that of 10 jokes you missed when you were a kid. And then you rewatch it and you're like, oh, like the fingerprints. No, fingerprints. I don't think so. I forgot to move, or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing?
Oh my. Nation Solo Slappy the Squirrel. Really? Oh my.
I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this?
So, Juggalo, what's your... Like, from the Animaniacs, would you say that Slappy the Squirrel would be your, like, favorite, I want to say, like, side character bit from the Animaniacs? Because my personal favorite would be Pinky and the Brain. Narf! Okay.
How dare you defy me?
You know your capitals thanks to Wacko. I am bad. Narp.
This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision.
Oh shit! Wait, Sakura, are you the? Is she the traitor? Is she the spy?
I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
You come there and scream. He wants my chair, that's what he wants. But he doesn't want to be held like that, you know that. Hello, Scream.
Okay. But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right?
All the Pinky and the Brain comics, I love them, but Freakazoid. Oh, Freakazoid! Man, I forgot Freakazoid had his own show. Oh, good typo. Are you okay? Sakura, please.
You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
Huh? What am I looking at? Seriously, what am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... No, 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 no. You cannot end this chapter on this. No, no! 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 You can't! No! Remember that conversation last week? Plan A was that she made the first move? Oh. She was... Oh. You received the Super Robo Justice present. Well, oh boy, we did it. Oh no. Did you want a 3-star? Oh. I guess we can save here. Okay, we got it. Oh. Alright, alright. Hang on. I think... Oh boy. I think down to 7 with that, I'm out. See ya. Yeah, and with that, I think I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna need to call that because yeah, I've hit the cutoff. I've hit the midnight time. It's time to call it for the night. So with this, we're gonna see who we can throw some love to. Because Jesus Christ. Jesus freaking squeak-a-muffins. Damn it, Sky. Yes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. It was a blast, and my brain is like poof. We're not gonna be back with more Danganronpa tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be some sort of horror game for the 1,000 follower special. I couldn't have done it without you guys, and we're going to scream together. Or at least I'm going to scream and cry, and I hopefully make you laugh in the process. Because I'm terrible with horror games. Oh man, I'm terrible with horror games. Yeah, I know you'll laugh, Red. And I'm probably going to just like hide in a corner being like, you can't see me, monster, you can't see me. As for what game, that's still up in the air, where you have to, I'm going to figure that out. No, horror 1. I posted the results in Discord. Horror 1. It won by 1. I already did that. The poll ended yesterday. Yeah, you and Alex probably should have a thing. Ugh. Catch a cookie by the tail. Guys, I'm going to give you a choice. Would you prefer watching Final Fantasy VII Remake or Resident Evil 4? Or should I just flip a coin? Alright, 4, get us prepped for tomorrow's horror. Alright, can do. Oops, that's the wrong one. Alright guys, copy and paste this. And we're going to go raid Dusky. Raid. Alright. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will be back on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Daylight Savings Time, however you want to slice it, for some flavor of horror game. We're all gonna scream. Mostly me. But thank you guys again. I will see you guys tomorrow. Night!
The Lanie are here to invade. Let the raid begin. Me the land
Got a
stiffing the
selection
rest.
of